and think again.
Patricia Gibson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It's a pleasure to serve under your chairmanship. Everybody in this room knows that the removal of the Motability vehicles will cause huge difficulties and distress for those who currently benefit from this scheme. And with PIP replacing Disability Living Allowance, we know that the eligibility will increase, and it's estimated that the government expects to save £2 billion. But how much, I ask, will this really cost? It will cost the taxpayer more than it will ever save. What will it cost in social isolation? There is a clear correlation between social isolation and loneliness and poor health. Even the Prime Minister himself has recognised that. And what cost in terms of social justice? DWP figures suggest that the numbers who will lose out could be in the region of 420,000 people. Are we really to assume that all of these people are not really facing challenges with their mobility? Mr. Chair, those currently in receipt of higher rate mobility component of DLA face real and pressing challenges to their mobility every single day. Are these people the government wishes to remove support from? Are these the people on whose backs the government wishes to balance the books? We've all heard that those with disabilities must be given all the support they need to access the jobs market. Mr. Chair, I participated in a debate on that issue in this very room. I wonder if the Minister can tell us how will removing the Motability vehicle scheme from those who rely on it, how will that help those people more readily and easily access the jobs market? Disabled people of our community who are able to want to work, again, even the Prime Minister himself has recognised that. However, they must be supported into employment, and research has shown that a rise in the employment of disabled people would give significant economic benefit to this country, to the whole of the UK. But this is not just an economic argument, and nor should it be. It's an argument ultimately about social justice. If we don't address the barriers to employment that exist for disabled people, and they do exist, and they are very real, we are simply turning our back on whole swathes of people in our communities and the contributions they can make, and the skills that they have, and the fulfilment that work can offer them. Many disabled people already do work, and changing the criteria for the Motability scheme could actually lock disabled people currently in work out of the jobs market, and further, it could slam the door of the job market in the face of those who currently qualify for the scheme and are actively looking for work. This cannot be the outcome that the government seeks. Surely it must be alive to these dangers. With PIP replacing Disability Living Allowance, the eligibility will change. With the reduction of ESA RAG by £30 per week, we now have and also have the work capability assessments, which has been widely discredited. There is a danger here that this government is rapidly showing itself to be no friend of those who need support due to illness or disability. And I urge the Minister today to stand up for people who are disabled and reflect on not how much money this will save the taxpayer, but how much ultimately it will cost.
Ryan.
I congratulate